Hello and welcome back to Hot Girl Guide podcast. I don't know, I'm trying to call it Hot Girl Guide as opposed to the Hot Girl Guide or Hot Girl Guide podcast or the Hot Girl Guide podcast. Like, hello and welcome back to Hot Girl Guide, you know? So hello and welcome back to Hot Girl Guide. Hi, happy Monday. How is everybody? Thank you everyone for the warm welcome back to Hot Girl Guide. I saw your comments. We love to see it. Keep the comments on Spotify coming up. I adore seeing them. The DMs, just people saying that they had missed the podcast and they're excited it's back. Thank you all for the warm welcome back. As I promised, every single Monday you will see me here. I'm not setting a time. Just sometime on a Monday, episodes will drop because at least that allows me the flexibility. If I have to do an episode last minute and I have to sit down on a Monday and film, upload, etc., it can, but no specific time, but it will be dropping on a Monday. So thank you all. I really, really appreciate it. I'm so happy to be back, and every single Monday I will be here. And on the new moon at the end of May, there will be something very exciting coming. Also, I did put the Hot Girl Guide to Confidence ebook back on sale, so that will be linked down below. It's $8.88 for the first month of relaunch, and if you want to start your confidence journey coming up to summertime, then I feel like that's the perfect thing to do. Anywho, so you know what's kind of crazy? It's May now, so in my brain, summer starts in May. I know it's not summer in May, but the idea of summer is right there when it comes to May. I feel like this time of year is when everyone starts to ask, like, oh, what are your summer plans? Like, what are you doing for the summertime? Like, what's your summer? And no one asks that about, like, no one says, like, oh, what's your autumn plans? Or, like, what's your spring plans? Or, you know, people do talk about Christmas, but I feel like there's such an emphasis on summer. And part of that is because obviously when we were all growing up, especially in Ireland anyway, like you had summer off, so June, July, August. It's very funny to me because after last year when I lived in Rome in Italy, if you missed a chapter because I wasn't posting on this podcast, I was living in Rome, Italy this time last year, and I lived there last summer. And the Italians all take August off, and I think the French do too. It's a big thing in mainland Europe to have a more flexible work culture, and you'll always see memes about it, about how Europeans work. And it's very unfortunate as an Irish girly that Ireland didn't get that level of chill because that does not apply in Ireland. I do think Ireland has quite a toxic work culture, or just kind of like a hustle culture as opposed to the rest of mainland Europe. But in Italy, you will not find a lot, of course, depending on the job and everything like that, but anyone who works in offices or for big companies, even where I lived, like salons, local bars, like people were closing in August and taking their summer holidays. Like they were out of office. They were hasta la vista. They were arrivederci. I digress. That was a bit of a side note, but European summer, big thing. And I just wanted to talk about that today because I'm seeing it more and more on social media. The weather has been amazing. I have got a bit of a tan, so I'm in between shades. So I just said we'll do no makeup today. Anywho, sorry. I'm just here, there, and everywhere today on this podcast. Bear with. The weather was nice over the last week. I was like, oh my God, summer. Like, I was thinking of what my summer plans were, where I wanted to go, what I wanted to wear on these summer plans. And not that it got overwhelming because I'm not a planner. Like this time last year, I had no idea what I was doing for summer. I had one summer plan, and that was like my big girl's birthday trip. And we went on a 30th birthday trip to the south of Spain. We stayed in Fungirola and we went down to Marbella quite a bit. We went up to Malaga. It was a whole thing. It was amazing. So that was my only summer plan, which is obviously a big summer plan. So I knew I had that summer plan. But all my other summer plans I did not have. And I was like back and forth to the UK. I went to the Taylor Swift concert. I went to Cyprus. I was in Rome. I was in Ireland. Like I had a full summer a full summer of plans, and it was amazing. And now this year I'm like, oh my God, I have no plans. Like, what's my plan for summer? And I feel like if I'm feeling like that, then a lot of you are feeling like that. And not only in particular to plans and holidays and comparing your life to other people, but in regards to summer clothing. I'm not talking about summer clothing in relation to body so much so that's not the angle I'm hitting this at. I'm coming at it from a perspective of, oh my God, I need so many more different outfits, or oh my God, what's on trend, or oh my God, I need a different outfit for every different night of every different holiday or every different occasion coming through the summer. And I don't know, maybe it's because I'm from Ireland, but my general wardrobe isn't made of summer clothing, even though I have lived in a few different warmer countries. But like always growing up, you wouldn't obviously have as many summer clothes as you would rest of the year clothes. As I'm getting older now, I'm kind of like, ooh, like what summer clothes do I have? Like I went down this spiral of not having summer clothes and looking at trends and looking at like different things. And then I remembered a moment when I was in Fungarola with the girls, 30th birthday trip last summer. And I had got a few bits before. Like I have classic pieces that I will always mix and match. I have a Skims skirt that I got, I think 2 years ago, that I have worn so many times, mixed and matched it. It's a black skirt. It's very easy to dress up, dress down. So I had my classic bits. And then I got a few bits before this holiday in the Sunday market in Rome, in Italy, in Porta Portese. If you're ever going to Rome, on a Sunday, go to the Porta Portese market. It is so good, like classic Italian market. The clothes, you will find so many gems there. I lived literally right beside it. So every Sunday I was more than likely at the Sunday market in some form of capacity. I digress. So I got a few bits in the Sunday market that wouldn't usually be me. Like they wouldn't usually be my style. They wouldn't usually be what I'd put on. Not that they wouldn't be what I'm comfortable in, but I just don't think they'd be things that like would flatter me. But I was like, ooh, this is cool. Like this is trendy. Or, ooh, I see other people wearing this. So like I want to try. And I remember putting on an outfit and we were all getting ready to go for dinner or something. And I remember putting on an outfit that wasn't necessarily something that I would gravitate towards or choose. And I was just like, I'm not feeling myself. Like I'm not feeling good in this outfit. And it wasn't even a self-critical thing or anything like that. It was just like, this is doing nothing for me. It's doing nothing for my body type. It just isn't what I feel like the hottest version of myself in. And I looked at the skim skirt. I was like, I could wear that with like a black top, but like I always wear that. But here's the thing about me. I don't mind being an outfit repeater. Like I actually will take the trophy for outfit repeater of the century. Like I do not care if I wear the same outfit twice and someone sees me, or I don't care for ensuring I don't repeat an outfit. I wasn't born with that inside me. And I think when I was growing up, my mom was very into clothes, like always has. She's like a style icon queen. She had her own boutique from when she was age 21. Like she breathes clothes and outfits, and she will always put together such cool outfits. She'll always, no matter what shop she goes into, she'll find something and she'll make it work, and it'll look amazing. I just never not related to that. Like I do like clothes and I like putting on an outfit and feeling good, but I never cared for having like a massive wardrobe of so many options and so many things, because number one, I find that overwhelming, but also because I've traveled around and lived in so many different countries, I think it really forced me to have items that work and condense my wardrobe down a bit. And then a few times as well when I lived places, like when I lived in Australia, I remember I went home for Christmas and my landlord like Airbnb'd out my room without telling me, and like half my wardrobe was missing when I came back. So then like pieces that I had invested in were gone, and even last time when I left Italy, I lost a lot of my summer clothing as well. So I don't know, I love investing in like hair care and skincare and makeup, and I would rather put my money there into clothing. I feel like some people are wardrobe girlies and outfit girlies, but I don't resonate. Like, I know that's not kind of my vibe, if that makes sense. Like, I love a nice outfit, and I love looking nice and looking put together and having an outfit that I feel good in. But if I wear the same thing 3 days in a row, I don't care that I've worn the same thing 3 days in a row if I feel like I look good in it and it suits me and it matches my aura, if that makes sense. So I had this thought looking in the mirror. I was like, oh, I can't wear the Skims skirt again because I always wear that. But that wasn't my thought. It wasn't me not wanting to wear the skim skirt because I always wear it. It was, what if people see me in photos and think, oh God, she always has the same outfits on. She never switches it up. She literally wears that all the time. Like, if I see that blank item of clothing on her one more time, like, I'm gonna scream. First of all, I don't care about those hypothetical people having those hypothetical thoughts about my hypothetical outfits. But I guess, especially when you're on a girls' trip, and depending on who you're with as well, some people are outfit people, and especially my friends. Like, one of my friends is a vintage designer sourcer, so she sources vintage designer pieces. She's so into fashion, she's so cool. And then another one of my friends, like, always has had amazing outfits, amazing at putting outfits together. And you know, all my friends have different kind of styles, and I feel like everyone always looks so good. Not that I don't look good, but it was like I was on a girls' trip and I was like, oh, I can't wear the same thing again. But then I put on the skim skirt and one of my variations of black tops, and I took a photo, and it's one of my favorite photos from the holiday of me, because I'm like, oh, I look really good there, and I'm really comfortable, and I'm wearing what I like. And yes, it might be the same vibe of the thing I always wear, but it's like, I'm 31. I know what works for me. I know what works for my body type. I know what flatters me. I know what I feel good in. I know what I look good in. I know what colors I like. I know what clothing I don't like. So like, why am I sitting here on a random Thursday evening in May being like, oh, I need a summer wardrobe. Maybe I'll try just totally change my entire wardrobe. And why would I do that? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? It's not like I was out shopping and I saw this dress that I fell in love with, and I was like, wow, this will be amazing for my summer wardrobe. I've been wanting to switch it up. It was me opening 27 different tabs on my laptop and saying to myself, okay, I need a whole new summer wardrobe, like a total new vibe. And then I was like, for what though? Why do I need a total new vibe? Why do I need to see what's on trend and everything like that? And then I really stepped back from it, and I was like, okay, number one, I think I'm just a little bored here. Like, I'm just a little bored. I'm craving some attention, or I'm craving some, not attention, I'm craving some stimulation. So the idea of setting up a whole new wardrobe is really fun. And then I looked at my current pieces in my wardrobe, and I was like, okay, here is what works. So here is what I actually need. I need a few more cute summery tops. Okay, what kind of summery tops do I like that I'll wear often? And I'm not even coming at this from a point of like less waste, because of course that is important, and you know, fast fashion and all that, there's so much nuance to fast fashion, because you know, a lot of the higher end brands, or a lot of the better source brands, or a lot of the more sustainable brands don't have a certain size range, and a lot of fast fashion brands cater to more body shapes and body types and everything like that, and also it caters to different budgets. So I'm not here to have a talk about fast fashion or charity shops or anything like that, because honestly, anytime I ever went to a charity shop, just I feel like a lot of things I just didn't like, or a lot of things I did like were only in smaller sizes. Like I remember always loving stuff that were size 8 or size 10. And it's like, I'm not a size 8 or a size 10. So it just, that's not the conversation we're having. We're not having a conversation about fast fashion. I'm just having a conversation about pressure coming up to summer. And no matter what that is for you, it could be the pressure to change your entire wardrobe. It could be the pressure to make more plans because you don't feel like you have enough plans. You don't feel like you have enough friends. Or, oh, maybe if I had a big girl group and we could go on girls' holidays, and I see everyone going on girls' holidays, and why aren't I going on a girls' holiday? Or maybe you're thinking, I don't have a lot of money right now to go on all these holidays that everyone else seems to be going on, and everyone's doing a Euro trip this summer, and everyone's going here, there and everywhere, and I'm not going anywhere, and why is my life so boring? And we all need to just put our feet on the brakes immediately, okay? And I want to reel you back in to real life because we're spiraling right now. And I want you to stop. Put the phone down. Put Instagram away. Close the tabs. And don't spiral into a hypothetical future where everyone else's life is better than yours because you don't have a summer plan, or because you don't have a summer holiday, or because you don't have 27 different bikinis in your bikini collection when you live in Ireland and you go on holiday maybe once a year, and you wear the same 2 bikinis because they're your favorite bikinis, and you only have the other bikinis to have options, but you're going to go with the ones you're most comfortable in anyway. Do you know what I mean? We all just need to reel it in. And to be honest, I think it all starts with Coachella. I'm not American. I've never been to Coachella. I don't even know what I want to go to Coachella. I've never been to a big music festival like that, so the idea of going to Coachella is kind of fun. But I really feel like Coachella season is where we start seeing people in the outfits and the summer vibe, and then we start seeing people on holiday, and then we start seeing all this, and we start comparing. And for the love of God, we just need to put it away. And sometimes it's hard because it's like, yeah, I would love to be going on 27 holidays this summer. I would love to have all these different things planned. And of course, then we're all following different influencers who at this time of year will get a lot of gifted holidays before high season. So a lot of influencers that go on gifted trips to these sunny destinations, especially in Europe, they'll be going in May, they'll be going in June, or they'll be going in September, October, because July and August is high season for a lot of these hotels, etc. So they want all the influencers to go to these hotels before the high season to get the bookings in. So you'll always see it from like April, May, June, people going on these gifted holidays. And then it's very easy to turn around and be like, oh, I hate influencer trips. I hate gifted holidays. They shouldn't get them for free. And to be honest, bestie, that's just modern advertising, and that's just a bit of misdirected anger. I'm going to be honest with you here. If an influencer is getting a free trip, that's just because they're at a certain level in their job where that is one of their benefits. And if you're getting angry about an influencer getting a free trip, it's probably just because you're like, I'd love to go on a holiday. And like, same, you know, like I've seen people go on gifted trips recently, and I'm like, I'd love a sun holiday. Like Tala is just about to do their creator trip because they're dropping their swim. And I'm like, oh, that would be so nice. It would be so nice to go on holiday. But like thinking, oh, all influencers shouldn't go on holidays because you want to go on a holiday yourself. Like, so do I, but that's the way modern media marketing works. And no matter what your qualm is with summer, no matter what your issue is, whether it's you wish you had more summer plans, or you wish you had more clothes in your wardrobe, or you wish you had more options, or more bikinis, or more friends that you can do all these hypothetical summer trips with, that even I have a girl group and we're not going on any summer holidays. So like, even if you hypothetically had more people to go on holidays, doesn't mean you'd be going on holidays. Anyway, no matter what your qualm with summer is, the best thing you can do, and the only thing that you can do to help your situation, is to think about, listen, okay, maybe I don't have any plans yet for summer because it is May. Maybe I don't have it, but what does my ideal summer look like? Not what does the ideal summer on TikTok or Instagram look like, or like not what is everyone else doing for summer. Like, how do I want to spend my time this summer, and how can I make that happen? Like, what is achievable for me to do this summer? Because then you make plans that are suited to your life and your budget and your wardrobe or whatever. And you forget about everyone else, and you forget about what everyone's doing on TikTok, or what everyone's doing on YouTube, or what everyone's doing on or what everyone's doing on social media, or what everyone else is doing online, or whatever everyone else who you went to school went to. And you're like, how do I like to spend my time? What is one thing that I want to do this summer? Like, maybe it's you want to go swim in the ocean more, or maybe it's you want to do a little mini road trip around your local area, or maybe you're like, do you know what, yes, it is May and there is budget there and I need to get a summer holiday booked, and where do I want to go and what do I want to see? Because I feel like so much of life's little stresses that we all go through on the day-to-day are self-inflicted. I'm not talking about the big stresses and the big life things that we're all going through at the moment that we all always go through. I'm talking about the little things that it's like you're just driving yourself into a spiral here. Like, you're just keeping this loop of, I can't do this and I can't do this, and this person has a better life than me, and this person, and you're not taking control of any of it. And I'm just going to be honest here, like, I could still be in my summer wardrobe spiral, and I could still be thinking about, why don't I have a better summer wardrobe, and how am I going to get all these different options, and what holidays am I going to go on? So then I'm going to plan all my outfits, and I'm going to be this girly who I am not and don't want to be. And I caught myself in the spiral, and I was like, girl, like, where is this coming from? Where is it coming from? And then I thought about it and I was like, I don't care. Like, I looked back at my photos from last summer and whatever outfits I wore, and I was like, my favorite outfits are literally like my skim skirt and a little black top, or a different variation of that outfit, or this little cute black dress I got that I loved. So I'm like, okay, how do I get more bits like that I really like wearing? And of course I do want to implement some trends. I do want to have like white linen pants, and it's like, okay, I'm going to find them because I feel like they're a good thing that could last. But I'm not out here still trying to buy 27 different skirts and tops so I can have a different outfit for the whole summer that I have no plans for. Do you know what I mean? And I think sometimes it's important for someone to just give you a reality check when you're self-inflicted spiraling. I just want all of us to be able to catch ourselves more when we're just unreasonably being mean to ourselves. You know, we're being unreasonable. Like, we're just being mean to ourselves to be mean, or being negative to ourselves to be negative, or comparing our lives to other people, and we get in a loop of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, some weeks, especially the week before your period, especially your luteal phase. If you're in your luteal phase right now and you're losing your mind because of X, Y, or Z, just catch yourself and be like, I am days away from my period. None of this matters, and none of this will matter in a few days. And I know there's so much pressure on all of us to have perfect lives, but a lot of the time we put that pressure on ourselves, and it's like, it's not that deep. You do not get a reward or a trophy at the end of the year because you had the most outfits on holiday this summer, or you had the most aesthetic pictures, or you had the most cool video of your holiday. Because, girlies, first of all, I've been on that side of life. A lot of times when I go on holiday, I don't touch my phone as much because I'm like, I just want to zen. I just want to chill. I don't want to be worrying about getting a cool video of the restaurant I go to or the food I'm eating or whatever. Of course, sometimes I will just naturally take clips that I think are cool of, on my girls' trip, when I'm doing stuff and I'm with friends. Of course, I want like cool pictures and videos for memories, but I'm not going to let that ruin my holiday. And I'm not going to let how much I enjoyed my summer or my birthday or anything be dictated by what photos or videos or outfit I had on of that. Do you know what I mean? I especially think this is important for any younger girlies listening to this podcast, because I know there's a lot of 18 to 25. Everyone's young. Okay, we're all young. We're all young, hot and sexy. That's not the point. But I think 18 to 25, I think something happens after 18 and before 25 where you think you're older than you are and that you've less time. And then after 25, maybe after 27, you're like, oh my God, I'm still so young. Either way, I think a lot of people between 18 to 25 need to hear this. Your event or holiday or birthday or thing that happened in your life, how good that was does not need to be dictated by the photos, the videos, the outfits, whatever. It's how much you're in the present moment enjoying yourself. And I think that is so important. We need to center ourselves more and think about like the moment and how much you're enjoying it. And maybe you don't have as many cool aesthetic TikTok or Instagram posts as you want, but did you have a good time? That's what you should be measuring your life on. How can I enjoy it? How can I do the things that I want to do that resonate the most with me? Not how can I do the thing that I should be doing because I'm this age now, so I should be doing a Euro trip this summer, or I should be having this certain plan, or I should be going on this group holiday, or I should be anything. Throw out the shoulds. Okay, what do you want to do and how can you make that happen? Do I feel like this episode has been slightly all over the place and chaotic? Yes, but also, do I feel like coming up to summer, we kind of get that way in our heads anyway? Also, yes, maybe I'm alone in feeling this, but I really feel like I'm not. Like, I really feel like my summer clothing spiral this week was not justified, but maybe a thing that not just me is experiencing. And to be honest, I still don't know any fixed summer plans. I still don't have any fixed summer outfits. I am on the look for bikinis for girlies with bigger boobies because my chest is very large, and getting bikinis that suit that and also that look like they weren't made for someone who is on a pension is difficult. And I will say that again, getting a bikini when you have big boobs that's like cute and hot and sexy is very hard, because a lot of the bigger sizes just look like they were made for someone who's drawing a pension. And that's not me being ageist, it's just what it looks like, and it's very difficult and I'm working on it. But it's not the end of the world if I don't get 27 bikinis. If I get 3 bikinis that I like and I'm happy with them and I feel good in them, that is the main thing. Okay? That is the main thing. And I don't want you to look back. You're never going to look back on your life when you're older and think, oh, I wish I had more plans that summer. You're going to remember what you actually did, and you're going to remember who you spent the time with and what you did and how much you enjoyed yourself and how present you were in the moment. You're not going to think, oh, I did this, but I wish I did X, Y, and Z. You're just going to look back with fondness and with a nostalgia. And if you think back across all of your summers that you had, there's memories in all the summers. And you don't think back and think, oh, I wish I had a better summer wardrobe that year. I really hope you enjoyed this very chaotic episode. I feel like we just yapped. And I feel like I don't have a fully formed thought or opinion on how to make it better. But all I do know is the more you focus on what you actually want and what actually makes you happy, and less what you think you should be doing or what everyone else expects you to do, Like, if all your friends are going to a festival and you don't like going to festivals, then you don't have to go to the festival. Just have a good summer. Or if all your friends are, ordering 700 items from Shein and that's not your vibe, that's fine too. We don't all have to be the same people. We don't all have to like the same things. But what we do have to do is prioritize our own happiness as much as we can, because when we're happier, then we're more fun to be around. Because when we're happier, then we stress out less about things and life's great. So anyway, I hope you got something from this episode. Please comment below just something that you relate to me on this, because I'm just like, I don't care. I don't need a whole summer wardrobe. I don't need that. I know what I like. I know what I look good in. Of course I can experiment if I want to, but it doesn't have to be this big stress and pressure thing, And of course I will go on a summer holiday. I don't know where to yet. Could be Ireland, could be further afield. I'm not sure, but it's not the end of the world if I don't. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that wisdom for this week. I will see you next week. I have so many episodes of this podcast. If you're only joining today, I have a whole library backlog. I would suggest starting with, I think it's called like The Power of Folding Your Underwear or something like that. There's an episode with folding your underwear in the title, and I want you to start there. And then just whatever other episode calls to you. Don't forget to comment if you are on Spotify or YouTube. You can leave a thumbs up. You can subscribe. You can follow the podcast. This podcast doesn't have an Instagram account. I just post about it on my own Instagram account, Bexblah. You can find me, Bexblah, on most social medias, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. And I will see you next week. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye.